What's happening, guys? I'm Dan. Welcome back to another episode of Pour Michigan Reviews. It's another Arvon beer. They had a very solid drop recently, so I have to break these down for you because you know what? It's what I'm here to do. I'm here to give you guys suggestions based on my preference. Doesn't mean you have to listen, but it's just my perspective on some of the beers that you are drinking. So, Arvon, we have Kiwi versus Wallaby. What an interesting name. I don't know what the origin of that is. I might be missing something, but maybe you guys could tell me. I don't know. This is clocking in at 8%, so kind of a higher ABV DIPA. I prefer the 7s. They have a lot of 7% beers that have been dropped. This one's the upper echelon ABV, okay? So I did this one first for you guys. 8%. Brewed with Nelson Sauvin and Enigma hops. I don't have too much Enigma. You don't see that too often. So there is a can-on date, May 3rd, 2023. Today is the 20th. Time of recording, this was about $5.99 for this can. So again, double hazy IPA. Let's check it out from Arvon, guys. Hope you guys are doing well. Sweet can art. It seems like they have an outsourcing method where they let certain people and individuals take care of the label, and then they credit them on the side of the label at their Instagram handle. So really cool. I've noticed Arvon's been doing that a long time. Let's go to this beastly hazy with this big glass. Look at this glass, guys. Makes for a great Instagram post. That's why I use it. So, as we're pouring, it is quite hazy, as it should be at 8%. Very nice. Look at this thing, man. OJ, Boss Tweed M43 Dark OJ in a glass. Super thick foamy head, man. It is super thick. Almost like shaving cream. Wow, that is just insane. Look at that, guys. Let's go to an aroma. Wow. It smells thick, whatever that means. It smells green, hoppy, bubblegummy. Wow, yeah, like you've ripped open just the oldest pack of baseball gum. But it's like saturated, it's wet, it's super aromatic. It's a breath of fresh air, really, with hops. Smells like dank grapes, like dank white grape. Again, bubblegum, burnt citrus, whatever that means. And tropical notes. But boy, it smells very interesting. It doesn't smell like a lot of the other Arvons. It smells quite different. But I do like Nelson Sauvin, disclaimer, and I think that's some of the grape quality we're getting in there, possibly even the Enigma. So, boy, that looks like a big hazy, guys. Let's dive in. Kiwi versus Wallaby. Whoa. I don't even know what I just picked up on. Like, there's definitely grape, crushed up white grapes, bubblegum, and then there's like an alcoholic back end off my first sip. Let's see if my palate can adjust. That was a lot to take in. I don't know what is going on there. Wow. Okay. It's almost like dank, peppery quality. It's got the higher octane 8% showing itself a little bit on the back end. It's a little bit ethanol-y. Again, grapes, bubblegum. There is tropical notes in here, generic. It's juicy, yet bitter. And it was not anticipated that it would have that bitterness. Like, the bitterness almost clashes with the juiciness, and it's got this like white doughy bread honey sweetness that kind of intertwines the two, from juicy to bitter. And that's kind of the in-between middleman there, the heavier doughy white bread malt. I don't know if I like it. Adjusting a little bit. Dank white grapes. It's got just a touch of, like, onion, just a touch. And then, again, a little bit of tropical genericness. I really can't point out what it would be. I mean, you could say mangoes, possibly, but it's not, like, an outlier to me. You really have to go searching for it to say it. And then there's a lot of like generic citrus as well that kind of couples the juiciness and bitterness together. Actually quite boring for being an 8% beer. I thought there'd be a little bit more to this. It's just like juicy, bitter hop juice. You know, with white grapes crushed up in between. It's an interesting beer. It's not that it's bad. It's interesting from Arvon. It doesn't flow as well as maybe some of their other beers, but I don't usually see them using these two beers hand in hand together. Yeah, like for being 8%, it's good. It does have that ethanol vibe on the back end, but it also has that big dose of bitterness that also it kind of enhances the alcohol content. Let's put it that way. So 8% could be smoother, but it's not because of the bitterness. Pine, honey sweetness that kind of gets outshined by the bitterness and ethanol kick. There's not that many layers. Usually we can dig through Arvon. This one doesn't really have that. Again, the biggest thing is that bubblegum, which I picked right up on, and the grape juice, white grape, kind of crushed up quality, vineyard, winey kind of feel to it. But again, bitter, juicy, hop juice. That is the best way I can put this beer in generic terms. But it comes up short. It just feels that there could be something else to this beer, and there just isn't. I'm missing a layer. There could be a touch of melon in here too, but it gets muddled out a little bit. So guys, as for rating, I'm going to go with a 3.8 out of 5. It's just not my favorite Arvon beer that I've ever had, and I just think there could have been maybe 1 or 2 extra layers in here to enhance this beer a little bit. So that's where I'm sitting today. It is what it is. Kiwi versus Wallaby. Thanks for being here, guys. Over and out. Cheers.